And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Welcome, everyone, to Noche NBA. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Let's see some of the numbers here for Luka Doncic.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Ayton is out there with LeBron James. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got 2 outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Back to Reed. And the rejection by Ayton. Doncic outside. The Lakers moving the ball around. LaRavia finds Reeves. Reeves with the screen on DiVincenzo. Doncic's shot is good.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. He's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Reeves outside. Here's James. And LeBron throws it down.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Minnesota off to a slow start. 6-point game. Randall outside. Into the lane, and the touch by Ayton. Six to shoot. Edwards kicks to Randall. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Well, you can tell that Randall was looking for his shot there. Got the ball and wasted no time putting up the jet.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. Shoots, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Doncic with it. He had 27 points last game. It's deflected. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Doncic against DiVincenzo. And Randall throws it down.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And that corner pocket triple, a terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Laker fans. Time to cheer on your Lakers hype squad. Let me hear you right now. To all Laker fans. Time to cheer on your Lakers hype squad. Let me hear you.
A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Anthony Edwards.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he has been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
In the corner, it's James. Doncic against DiVincenzo. Doncic, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Oh, here's Edwards. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. LeBron kicks to Ayton. Here's LaRavia. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Randle outside. Drills it from outside. Randle's got 8 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
In the corner, it's James. And Ayton, the bucket on the assist by James.
Yeah, you expect this from Ayton. For him to shrug off contact inside and power his way to a bucket.
DiVincenzo.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
This is what he does. Leads with a scorer's mentality.
Randle passes to DiVincenzo. Timberwolves passing it around. Randle a screen on Reed. Nailed from three-point land. 11 points in the game.
Man, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for 8. Hachimura comes in for James. Kennard, he's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Marcus Smart has subbed in for Austin Reeves. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Gobert. Here's Shannon. Kennard covering. To the wing right side. Conley for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. To the paint. Hachimura kicks to Doncic. He nails it, and we're tied up. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, team look to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And here is Conley after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, I like when Gobert's teammates use his length on offense. Textbook alley-oop there.
Kennard finds Hachimura. Lets it fly from 18. again, Los Angeles.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Conley. Here's McDaniels. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Then it's Conley. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's Shannon in at the 2-guard position. Shots good by Kennard.
Well, Kennard wasted no time firing back. That's the work of an elite three-point shooter.
Pass to Shannon. Fires the 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. In the corner, Kennard with it. Now, Hachimura. Defended by Gobert. From about 16, again, Los Angeles.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Back to Conley. Stolen by Reeves. Smart kicks to Kennard. Hachimura setting the pick for Kennard. Smart. And it's off from three-point range. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Shannon's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Well, look at Gobert keeping his options open. That was a smart pass.
Here's Reeves, again, Los Angeles.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Hachimura against Randall. Pocket 6. Back to McDaniel. Conley with the 3. Got a hand on it. To the left side wing. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Hayes throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Timberwolves trail by 4. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in.
Timberwolves substitution, number 5, Anthony Edwards.
Gobert finds McDaniel. Now Conley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
Well, you also love the aggressiveness. getting himself to the line made a big difference.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Hachimura. From deep, Reeves. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Hayes. And Doncic is subbed in for Luke Kennard. Free throw good. Reeves.
A dependable source of offense. Austin Reeves, a 3-level scorer and a talented facilitator. Plus, this guy's just got that knack for drawing fouls.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Doncic with the steal. 3-on-3. Lobbed up there for Hachimura. It's stolen by Randall. McDaniels gets a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Hachimura the pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Hachimura. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Conley. That one falls.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. And again, unable to change momentum here. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Gobert. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Another miss by Minnesota. So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a 5th.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside, Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3. Inside, here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
The Timberwolves shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes that.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Knicks.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Well, the skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
And here is DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
Stolen by Reed. DiVincenzo passes to Dosunmu.
Well, that's part of the value of DiVincenzo. He can run offense and set up others.
And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Stan, when you have these back-to-back games, it must force you to alter your approach a little.
Well, Kevin, you got to manage minutes more carefully to not burn guys out. But really, if you can get the first one, it takes a little pressure off the back end.
Timberwolves trail by 9. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. Here's Reed, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Back to Arabia. Here's LeBron James with a powerful jam.
As he's gotten older, LeBron has changed his body, relying a little more on that power.
Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. Dosunmu up top. Back to DiVincenzo. And the shot is good. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Well, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Here's Reed. Kennard against Edwards. And the wide-open shot from Reed buries the long-range jumper.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop him?
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Outside Edwards. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Austin Reeves is checked in for Luke Kennard.
For Los Angeles, number 15, Austin Reeves.
Edwards inside. He's defended by Reeves. Shot clock at 6. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. Drills the three-pointer. Reeves got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And here's Doncic from the... Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Please direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up next time. Give it up for the participants.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're down in the Western Conference standings.
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would
Roll. Heck, who wouldn't want to take part in that? Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Timberwolves trail by 11. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. LeBron James is out there with Jake LaRavia. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's J.J. Redick 5 as we get into the second half. The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Outside for Randall. The three-pointer, no good. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. LeBron James on the wing. And
he goes up like that.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Here on your Lakers Hype Squad.
We got a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. If you look at Minnesota, unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, there's the Lakers. They're 7th best in the conference.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Doncic. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Misses the three. Lakers leading by 9. James has a two-pointer. LeBron carving out space inside.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Right side, Edwards. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Randall, LeBron with the block.
Now that's how you protect the rim. James timed that one perfectly.
Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Reed, and it's Ayton missing. Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside, Edwards. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Doncic passes to LaRavia. And LeBron nails the three.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
Handle a screen on Doncic. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up. Well, that's just poor transition defense. He's too good a shooter to leave open out there.
Doncic kicks to James. Here's LaRavia. He's got 5. Cranes the three-pointer. Reeves has got 10.
Nice answer by Reeves. This guy is a competitor.
Outside Edwards. Back to Randall. Driving in, and Randall throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Edwards, 6 on the shot clock. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Randall. Randall's got 19 points. James looking around. Ayton in the corner. And here's Doncic from the arc. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside for Randall. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things, and a lot of times those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
And that one's good, LaRavia.
Well, that's how they like to see him play, with confidence, ready to fire from 3 when it's there for him.
Outside Edwards. For 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Led by as many as 14 points. Doncic converts inside.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
McDaniels, a screen on Smart. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 10 on the bucket for McDaniels.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Smart passes to LaRavia. On the wing, Doncic. Back to LaRavia. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Smart. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Conley, the pass to Gobert. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Gobert's got 8 points.
Well, you know, Gobert is only going to shoot it when he gets a high percentage look like that.
Outside Edwards. Bucket Edwards slotting home the 3.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Hachimura kicks to Doncic. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. That one's off, still out of sync. Tipped away. Stolen by Smart. Pass to LaRavia. On the wing, Doncic. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
3/10 quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, out of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Conley, and it's Shannon in at the 2. Ansel Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Trailing here by 8. McDaniels outside. Pass to Gobert. Now Conley. The shot. Tries again. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hand. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
There's a good screen. To the middle, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Launches from deep. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket for McDaniels.
Well, usually McDaniels plays it pretty cautiously at the arc, so he really must have felt good about this shot.
Conley against Reeves. Randall from outside. Kennard with the rebound. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Hachimura. Fires from deep. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3. Kennard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Lakers. Conley against Reeves. Randall down low. Yes, that goes in. Randall's got 21.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. He's checked in for Minnesota. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
He's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. That 3 off the mark.
And they continue to control the glass.
Kennard, the pass to Hachimura. Pass to Smart. Back to Hachimura. Just 4 to shoot. Over Randall. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 10-point Laker lead.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Hachimura kicks to Doncic. Out up there for Hachimura. Randall with the ball. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Fires from 14. Edwards can't hit. Lakers leading by 7. Smart passes to Doncic. Now, here's Kennard. Here's Smart. Off target from outside. McDaniels outside. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Excellent possession there. If you set up DiVincenzo, it usually leads to points.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. LeBron comes in for Rui Hachimura. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Austin Reeves in for Smart. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Pass to LaRavia. Doncic against Edwards. Here's Ayton. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Edwards on the wing. James defending. And the rejection by Ayton. DiVincenzo against Reeves. Stolen by Reed. And even 3-on-3 break. Edwards. The long shot, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that one is good.
And once James catches fire, just keep feeding the beast. It is that simple.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Let's hear it for your Lakers.
Doncic with the steal, pushing it up. Deflects the pass. James outside. Lock at 6.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Free throw good, LeBron. Good on both.
And maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectations at the pro level.
Randle outside. The 3 is off. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
James outside. Oh, what a finish.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Randle a screen on Doncic. Beyond the arc. Cleared away by Ayton. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Outside Edwards. Randle against LeBron. It's Randle with the drive.
Tonight has been all about Julius Randle. He is scoring at will. They should keep going to him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randle. Here's Doncic. Connects with the J.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Train from outside.
Well, look, you have to stay connected to DiVincenzo. He will bury you from out there.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Lakers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. his activity and energy were a huge factor.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the three misses.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And that one drops.
Good pass from the big man, Ayton. Assists like that really help improve team chemistry.
Down he goes for three. Now, here's Doncic for three. It's good! And so Los Angeles takes the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.